It's still so hot on this undisclosed island, Lana.
And the bugs are kind of disgusting. They're killing me right now. These
A little
mosquitoes are
bit.
like seriously.
Mm, mm.
Ugh.
Anyway, hello, everyone, and hi, I guess to the banker too.
What's up, banker?
Hi, banker. And welcome to the Cup TV, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality. And you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy, say something gay. Gay, and I'm quenching my thirst today by just drinking some cucumber lime water because hydration is very important, and I am very dehydrated.
Wonderful. That's not wonderful that you're
Oh, bless
dehydrated.
you.
Though. Thank you.
Oh,
I was like, oh no, not the sneeze coming as soon as I'm about to talk. So
of
no.
course. But of course.
Absolutely. But hello. Hi you guys in the banker, you too. I am Lana, your resident evil diva. And I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink that tea because you know I love me some tea. Purr. And if you have some tea, you know what to do. Hit me up. I'm currently drinking just basic regular water, just regular schmegular water because hydration is important. But if I was doing anything else, it would be well, not right now because it's dirty, but out of my cup mud. Um, yeah. Panel full of cup mud, panel full of cup mud. Beer. You can see it a little bit, but yeah.
Just a tad.
Just attach to see a little bit. But you can
Pick
get
it
your
up.
cup, you can get your cup mugs or any of our cup merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com, where we do ship domestically here in the US and in North America, Mexico, Canada, all of us. For sure. Internationally, there are some excuses, but we're working on it. We'll let you know. But get your cup mug or your cup merch, any of our cup merch. Check out the link below. Description, it'll be in there. Period.
Purr. So, we are back. It is episode. Oh, we both clicked it. How fun. I love when that happens because we're both just like same brain. But we are back. It is episode 5 of Deal or No Deal Island. I have to say, Lana, I think there is a Kim-sized hole in this episode.
Yeah.
I did still enjoy it, but there was definitely, a lack of fabulous 62-year-old woman on this episode.
Yeah.
But don't worry, if you, like the rest of us, are missing your Kim Matina fix, you could go click right up there and check out a full hour interview that we did with the icon Kim Matina herself. More interviews maybe to come in the future. I don't know.
Absolutely.
And to find out when we do all of our future potential hypothetical interviews and all of the rest of our content, make sure to subscribe because we're here almost all the time giving you almost all things reality TV. We got a lot of reality TV happening right now. We've got Amazing Race. We've got Survivor. We've got a cast for House of Villains that popped
Mhm.
up out of nowhere. We
We
have
got
Big Brother Canada, kind of.
we have the goat coming.
Wh-
Finally.
When I tell
Finally.
you, when I tell you, we have to talk about that cast soon
We will,
because
for
I
sure.
am excited.
We have to talk about it because it's coming out in May, so we have to get
The
on
day
it.
before my birthday.
Work.
Mm.
But yeah, the goat is
Um,
finally coming, so we get to talk about it. Finally.
yes, yes. And if you want any other content from us, we have 3 other channels you could go check out and subscribe to as well. We greatly appreciate all the support across all 4 of our channels. But we cover almost all things drag, obviously, almost all things reality TV here, almost all things Eurovision Song Contest, and almost all things wrestling recaps over on our new channel, The Cup Ring site. So make sure to go check those out as well. But Lana, we dive into this episode. Where's Aaron?
Where
Aaron's
is
gone.
Aaron? Aaron is we left Aaron at the temple and we ain't seen him since. He didn't come back. He didn't sleep at the tents with everybody. He didn't have breakfast or anything. Nobody's seen Aaron. Where is Aaron. And you know who's missing Aaron so much? Alyssa. She's like,
Yes.
what do I do? I feel like I'm wandering around this place with nobody. Where is Aaron?
I don't know. You know who else was missing Aaron a lot? Rob.
Rob. My boy.
And so Rob is like, well, I'm a huge target. So I need to, because they were, for some reason, Alyssa and Rob convinced themselves that Aaron was just out of the game.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what gave them that inclination.
I don't know how we go from the most trustworthy to now they're
eliminated. Well, okay, it is also season 1 of Deal or No Deal Island, so I do understand that, like, you have no clue what is happening, and they're, you know what? If they did pull a twist like that, that'd be kind of fun.
It would be gag city. I
would say if they were to do something like that, NBC, you listening here? I'm giving you free ideas. Well, give me a cut, thank you. If you were gonna do that, have them vote for most trustworthy. That person stays behind, plays a full game of Deal or No Deal by themselves for like a potential personal offer.
Yes.
And then maybe they have to like give 2 people like a disadvantage in the next excursion or something like that.
I feel
or they just straight up pick someone else to go home. I'm not mad at that either.
I feel like they would do, if you would leave them behind, make them play a full game of Deal or No Deal. If they make a great deal, they could, like you say, either just send somebody else home. We do a double elimination week, or like I can see a disadvantage or something. They are automatically immune for the next round or something like that. Like they don't even have to play the game. I don't know. Like it was something else. But I think a personal offer. Take this personal offer. You go home with your personal offer. I would be okay with that. Like that would be kind of awesome. Could you see the personal offer and like them playing a whole game of Deal or No Deal, and it's like $100,000 or $200,000?
Right.
Maybe I'll be out in a heartbeat.
Yeah. And we'll talk about it because we got another, interesting personal offer in this episode. But we go. Meanwhile, while they're trying to figure out where Aaron is, Rob needs to bond with people who aren't in his alliance.
Yeah.
Because he's like, well, I'm a huge target now. As if he wasn't a big target before, but whatever. And while Rob's going around talking to everybody, Amy's like, well, he doesn't want to come up talk to me. He's not talking to me.
He doesn't want to talk to me. He's not pulling me aside. I'm like, yeah, because you just pretty much made yourself clear that Rob is your target. Why would he want to talk to you?
Drink every time Amy badmouth Rob or Aaron in this episode. Do that. If you're drinking alcohol, you would eat.
You might want to not. You might want to not drink alcohol. Because this whole episode is Amy bashing Rob and Aaron the entire time.
And speaking of bashing Rob and Aaron, let's go to the excursion. So the excursion for this episode is you have to run into the forest, find unmarked cases, and then run to the banker's ledger to find out what the value of it was. And you're just trying to collect the biggest value numbers. So you get all of those numbers on the board for the Deal or No Deal challenge in the evening. And when they pop over to the banker's ledger at the help desk, they find out that Aaron is sitting there, chained behind, on a throne with chains in front of him. And we find out that because Aaron was voted as the most trustworthy, he now has to sabotage basically 2 people in this challenge by trying to convince them to take cases with the 2 keys that he needs to unlock himself. And if he gets those 2 keys, then he will be immune and votes one of the 2 people with the keys into the temple tonight. But if both keys are not taken, then he automatically goes into the temple to play Deal or No Deal.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say, I really like this twist.
Me too. I thought
I
this
think
was
I think it's a really fun way to kind of spice up what they've already been doing, because it was getting a little mundane, just kind of, excursion, top, bottom two. I like that we're getting a bit of a switch up here. And I like that the person voted the most trustworthy then has to, betray a couple of people in order to get what he needs to move forward in his game. So yeah, so now Aaron has to convince people to take the bigger cases and also convince two people to take the keys. And he was pretty straightforward and honest with most people.
Mm-hmm.
Even the ones he wasn't like directly working with. Because he even told Dawson that he had a good number.
Mm-hmm.
He told Jordan that she had a good number. Like, not people that I immediately associate working with Aaron.
And Stephanie as well.
And Stephanie, yeah, he gave Stephanie the truth.
Yeah.
And frankly, he gave everyone the truth except for Alyssa and Miranda.
Yeah.
And even then, it was more so just Miranda. Because he makes an interesting point here that I think is going to is finally differentiating himself from Rob's game, where he's like, I like Stephanie. I'm going to tell Stephanie the truth here. I know Stephanie's been a target, but I think that could work in my favor.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that because I like Stephanie a lot. So I'm like, good. Let's keep Stephanie. That sounds gorgeous.
Lovely.
But yeah, and then Amy goes up, and he's truthful with Amy. Amy has $500,000 in her case, and he's like, you could go back and get another one.
And she was like, I don't trust you, so I'm gonna keep it. And he was like, okay,
all right, girl,
do what you gonna do. I'm telling you what you got.
I don't blame her at this point. I really don't. But it's funny. And then he straight up lies to Miranda about what's in the case. And he tells Alyssa.
Well, he didn't lie to Miranda because she did have $750,000 in her case.
True.
But he was like, it's bigger cases out there, which was facts. It was bigger cases out there. And he was like, it's bigger cases out there. What he did do was lead her to the wrong case. He led her to get the key instead of getting the money amount. But he didn't lie to her. He just was like, there's bigger cases out there. You should go get either one or two. Those were the cases, which, of course, had the key in it because Aaron did not want to play Deal or No Deal.
And the reason he goes for Alyssa and Miranda is he says that basically doing this with Alyssa is the only way that he could secure Alyssa being safe.
Yes.
We'll see how well that would have gone potentially later on. And then Miranda, just because she's been floating in the middle and she hasn't, taken a side, really.
Which makes sense.
It does make sense.
This whole plan made the best sense for Aaron and for his game and him trying to protect the people who he's trying to play with. So it made sense, but it was like, okay. It could hurt some feelings, but the way Aaron finessed it a little bit to both Alyssa and Miranda, who he was being honest with Alyssa, but with Miranda was like, because he knew, because Stephanie literally came up to him and said, Alyssa is a snake. She is not to be trusted. And he knew in that moment, if Stephanie goes in the game and gets a good deal, he's sending Alyssa home. So putting Stephanie in the deal would not be good for his game. Not good at all. And he wasn't sure if Dawson would not send Alyssa, or Amy would not send Alyssa. He knew one of them would send either Alyssa or Rob on out the door if they had a good deal. Miranda, on the other hand, was somebody who he felt he could persuade and have her work with him and put out the person who he needed to put out, which was Stephanie. And after, you know, when he was coming up with that plan, I was like, probably could work. It could possibly work. But what we also found out during this game was that Aaron let Rob know very clearly that he was not his number one. Because Rob was like, why don't you just put me? Because Rob came to the thing, saw Aaron, was like, okay, don't worry about, you ain't got to tell me what's in this case. What case do I need to go get? He wanted Aaron to just give him the details, go get the right case, be immune, da 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 da. Aaron was like, that's not how this is working in this game. You won't get immunity. The only person who is possible to get immunity in this round is me. I'm the one who needs to get out of here in order to get immunity. So, and I have to put 2 people into the bottom so I can get out, and I can make the choice. And he was like, well, who are you picking? And he was like, Alyssa and Miranda. Rob was like, oh, I don't trust Miranda.
As you shouldn't.
He's like, you think it's smarter for you to put me in there? And then he was like, but if I put you up against Alyssa, I'm putting you in to play the game. And Rob was like,
oh.
Because I don't want Alyssa to go home. And it was like he basically told Rob, you are not my number one. You are my number 2. Alyssa is for sure my number 1. And
drama.
And Rob was like, oh, okay.
Good to know.
Duly noted. I will take this case. I will move on. And he even knew to go to Miranda, and he pulled Nick in for a show, but he pulled Nick and Miranda together at the end before they locked their cases in and was like, I want to make sure we're good. Are we good? And they're like, yeah, we're all good, you know? And so they all locked their cases in and they went to reveal. And the reveal was kind of interesting because Dawson had the $3 million case. I'm like, work, that's $3 million. Just like Aaron told Amy, she had the 500,000 case. She was like, oh, guess he didn't lie. I'm like, no, he didn't. He did not. And everybody who he told had money, the amounts had that amount in their case. When it got to Alyssa, she opened the case and was gooped, gagged, and betrayed at the fact that she had a key and not a money amount.
She was like, what?
Oh.
Huh? I'm sorry.
What?
A key?
Okay,
now.
Okay. And so
Miranda kind of figured it out too because
Rob opened his case and it was money.
And it's money. And so she realizes, shit. She opens hers. It's also a key. So Aaron is now immune. Good for you, Aaron.
Good for you, Aaron. You did what needed to be done in this situation.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So he has to now pick between Alyssa and Miranda. They go back to the beach. And Alyssa's like, I need you to explain what's happening right now.
And Aaron's like, look, I did this to save you. Because if I would have picked anybody else, they were going to come after you. And she was like, you think you can get Miranda to pull out Stephanie? He was like, absolutely. He was like, I think I can talk Miranda into going for Stephanie. And I think Aaron was like, if Aaron was doing what I said I would do, I pick somebody who I think will go for the person I want. Or if they leave, I ain't mad that they gone. It is what it is. You know, I'm not picking somebody in my alliance who I need to stick around who could possibly get a bad deal and go home. No, I'm picking somebody who, if they leave, they leave. If they stay, they stay. Either way, I'm going to be okay.
Yeah.
And so then he talks to Miranda, and Miranda's like, okay, so he was like, I picked you because I trust you. And I wanted to, if you played, you would send home the target that everybody wants to send home. And she was like, that's Stephanie, right? He was like, exactly. And she was like, yeah, I can send home Stephanie. That's fine. She's like, I trust you. I understand why you did this. I get it. I trust you. It's fine. Then Miranda in her confessionals is like, hmm. If I win this, I'm sending home Alyssa. I want him to know. He go be gooped and gagged like he just gagged me. Like I will send home his number one, and I will send home Alyssa if I win this. And I was like, oh, I hope you win, girl.
I know. I was like, Miranda?
Like, going on and win, girl.
And I think if something had not happened, I think that's what would have happened, Lana.
So let's get to the temple.
Please, let's do. So Aaron obviously is putting Miranda in.
Absolutely.
Miranda takes her one opportunity to flirt with Joe.
Yes, she does, and she takes it. She takes it, girl. And I was like, I don't blame people.
He is single.
And fine.
Very. And she does a very good job in this Deal or No Deal.
Absolutely.
She does a very good job. She
only had 12 cases to play with.
So 5 of them were over $1 million.
Yes. Which is
wild. So she picks case number 11.
Mm-hmm.
In her first round, she has 6 cases to open. It's pretty back and forth between both sides of the board.
It was very much even on each side. She missed 3 on one side, 3 on the other.
And she still got 3 cases over $1 million at the end of her first round. The banker offers her $208,000.
I was like, if this was any normal Deal or No Deal game, I'm taking the 208 and I'm leaving.
Right.
Any normal Deal or No Deal where it's not about the game or the team, as it's just me going home with some money, I'm taking that 208. And I would have been like, dang, yeah, I could have kept going because I had this 1 point, whatever. But $208,000 on your first deal?
It's the highest first deal we've seen. So no, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
On this show, yes.
Because I was gonna say even Aaron's first deal, his first offer I think was like 100 something. So
yeah.
Because Aaron's the only other person on this season so far that's gotten even close to, this level.
Mm-hmm.
So she opens 2 more cases, and they're both left side cases. So by the end of her second round, she's left with 100, 1.5 million, 1.75 million, and 3 million.
Crazy.
So the banker offers her 937,000.
Woo!
And then calls her back to give her a personal offer of 40,000.
No matter what she decides or what happens, she's taking home that $40,000.
I wouldn't have done it.
I wouldn't have done it either.
I really would not have done it. And she fully took the deal. And I am happy for her that she did take the deal. I am happy for her that she is going home with money because she talked about wanting to start her own pest control business. And she talked about how her city in Florida was hit by a hurricane. And so she wanted to pay some of that forward to her community. And I absolutely love that for her. And if I was in her scenario, I probably would have taken the deal. Absolutely. For me as I sit here right now, I'm not taking that.
Yeah, I wouldn't have took it because it's like $100 is left. I'm getting at least $1 million or something.
Yeah. There's a 75% chance that this is a bad deal.
Yes.
I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that.
Even if I was in the absolute worst position in the game, I don't think I would have done it, honestly. Unless that personal offer was like 100,000 or
Oh yeah,
something.
it would have been a whole lot
For
more.
40,000, absolutely not.
No, I would have
If
needed.
the banker, I would have told the banker increase that a little bit, and then maybe we can talk.
I'm like, increase it a lot a bit. I need you to put.
If you're offering 930 something thousand for this bank for people that I don't even care about,
you can give me.
You're gonna need to give me when there's what $5 million total left on this board.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're not playing that right now.
No.
I need it to be a 6-figure number, period.
Absolutely.
And then maybe we can talk.
But let's keep opening cases. So
right. And honestly, I don't know if I was in that scenario. I don't know what I would have done. Honestly,
well, I wouldn't take it. I'll be honest. I wouldn't have taken
for 40. I don't think I would have. I think if it was 100 or more, I probably would. Yeah, I probably would. That's a good chunk of change after taxes.
My whole thing about Deal or No Deal, I always said if I ever play Deal or No Deal, I am not leaving on a deal for anything less than 6 figures.
Hey, and I agree with that.
Like if my deal is not 6 figures or more, I'm not taking that deal, and I will just bust out with $50 in my case before I take anything less than a 6-figure deal.
Yeah,
unless we're just having the worst game possible. And it's like, girl,
if my highest amount left on the board is like $75,000, and I get a deal for like 30, okay, then you know what? Maybe I'll take that deal. Yeah, like it's so circumstantial to me, and like again, I don't know exactly what I would do in that exact moment, but because 40,000 is not bad at all. But she does take the deal for $937,000 for the bank, meaning that the group case is now up to almost $2 million.
Mm-hmm.
It's like just under $2 million.
199 million.
Like literally just below $2 million. And we find out that Miranda's case had $1.5 million in it, and so she is eliminated with her $40,000 in her back pocket.
Mm-hmm.
You said it before we started recording, Lana, and I do agree with it. I hate that we literally just got to know Miranda, and now she's gone.
But she also got the first personal offer, but she split with her partner in that.
Oh yeah, so she's got $50,000.
So she got $50,000.
Okay, that's good then. You know what? Sure.
Work, Miranda. But I liked her in this episode.
I really like her. Well, she's gone.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Very unfortunate.
And I will say, I talked to Miranda in a space that Kim was hosting, and she seems lovely, and she has expressed interest on coming on this podcast. So maybe we'll get Miranda in the future.
I hope we do, because she just seems like an absolutely lovely person.
Absolutely.
So, thank you, Kim.
Right.
We're hoping to get Kim back too.
We definitely have.
Spoiler, that's the plan.
We have Kim back.
That's the plan.
I'm just going to put it out there. We do have Kim back. So y'all need to stay tuned at the finale, because Kim is going to be here to talk about the finale with us. So we do have Kim back, but we might have other people in between. Mm-hmm.
Yes. I forgot to mention as well, Lana. We got to talk about Miranda's bombshell as she walked out.
Oh, yes.
Because Joe asks her if she had had a good deal, who would she have eliminated? And she said, I was going to eliminate Alyssa.
And the look on Aaron and Alyssa's face was like, and she said, because I wanted to take out Aaron's number one. And I know everybody wanted me to take out, because they wanted me to take out Stephanie.
Because Aaron said I should take out Stephanie.
But I was not. And Stephanie was like.
And Joe was like, Stephanie, were you aware of this? And she goes, well, when you're not made aware of the plan, you are the plan.
I was like.
I love Stephanie. Love Stephanie.
My love for Stephanie just continues to grow and grow and grow.
Oh,
And Stephanie is also someone who made mention that they want to come on this podcast. So we might have
please, Diva. Oh my God. Yes, I would love
work.
that. But yes, that is where we are left.
And they were gooped and gagged. And you know who walked away with this scot-free?
Boston Rob.
Absolutely.
Are
And
we
you know what?
surprised? No.
No. But here's the thing. As much as I don't like that Rob is doing so well, I can't do nothing but respect the game that Rob is playing right now because he is killing it. Like, these people are so starstruck by the charm of Boston Rob because he is a charming man. He is a very charming man. He sits there and he makes people feel like, yeah, the only people don't like him is because they made it known that they don't like him, and he is not going to play the radio with you if you have put out there that you don't like him. That he is going to be like, "Oh, but please like me." No, he's just gonna make you feel like, "Oh, you don't want to talk to me." That's why he's doing what he's doing to Amy. Amy made it perfectly clear she didn't want to work with him, and he is like, "No, okay, that's fine. I don't have to talk to you." And now she's feeling some type of way that he's not talking to her. And I'm like, I don't know what you expect, but Rob is very much in the middle of this Aaron Alyssa combo or trio that they have going on. But he walked away scot-free because it was all about what Aaron and Alyssa. And that's why I think what we said before, I think one of Alyssa or Aaron are going to get snubbed before the finale. They are not going to make it. One of them ain't making it. I don't know which one, but one of them ain't making it. And Rob is okay with that because he is making connections with other people that I think can help him in the game. What I feel would make the best sense, even for Stephanie, if Rob and Stephanie can get together and come on to some common ground that we won't go after each other, nobody would see that coming. Nobody would see that coming because they just haven't been. It would be chef's kiss, but I will see what happens.
We sure will, and we will be here to talk all things Deal or No Deal Island for the rest of the season. I'm still very excited for this season. I think I'm still really, really enjoying it. And if you're enjoying Deal or No Deal Island, then make sure to subscribe, like, and share on your way out. Thank you so much for joining on this fabulous occasion here today. Make sure to subscribe here, subscribe to all of our channels, because we've got a lot of content coming at you weekly across all 4 of our fabulous channels and over on our membership channel as well. So if you want to join the tea room, make sure to go hit the join button on our main channel or head over to Patreon. Same content, different platform. All of our links are down in the description below. While you're down in the description, you could also follow us on our socials at The Cut Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. We've got our personal links as well if you want to go follow us, because we're great and fabulous and lovely, wonderful, and fantastic. And you could also go get your merch, including but not limited to cup mug, down below as well. So, with all that being said, cheers.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Let's go get on the yacht, Logan. I'm hot.
I know. Oh, God, more bugs. Jesus.
Here, take some bug spray. Let's get out of here.
Thank you. I need it.
Some tea, 'cause it's
Bye.
hot. Bye.
Absolutely.